Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So I was looking on Instagram and I found this really cool guy that he does a lot of hair stuff, and I wanted to make something with hair. So I'm going to teach you how to do it. So we'll create a new file and add an UV sphere or icosphere. And now we can shade this move and go under particles. Now we can add a new particle and choose hair. And you can put way more on the number, or you can put way less. And now what we'll do is go to render and view part display, and don't check the show emitter on both of them. Now what we need to do is go to source and put it right from volume. So create this little tiny sphere and it will be emitter from that. Now so we can get the hair shape, we need to add force fields. The one that I most like to use is the turbulence. You can keep adding them and changing the settings until you like. So I'm going to start and do a little time lapse. So now that I find something cool, those are the settings. So flow up to 10, size to 2.02, and the strength up to 141.3. We can add the camera and choose a really cool, dramatic place to look at it. So something you can select here so you can see where is the middle. And then when you find a good camera angle, you can press Ctrl Alt number pad 0 to get a camera there. You can keep changing the camera. And now we can go to the sphere, to the shading, and start making some really cool stuff with it. We'll start by creating a new material and deleting this and putting in hue saturation value and the color into the surface. Now what we need to do is add the little color ramp, and we need to add a info node. So is the curve info that I will use, and put the thickness into the factor, and then the color into the hue. Now we can start messing around with this, and you need to bring this really close so you can see the difference. You can put it right on the color so we can see it better. So we want the black on the outside and then the white on the inside. And so we can get a better view, we can just scale this color ramp until it's really big, and we can change right here. If it's too big, you can just bring it back until something like this. And yeah, that's really cool. Now we can start to add colors. So on my original one, what I did is I put it a blue, this really cool blue, and brought it right really close to it, and then added another one and put it right over here and put it at the pinks, and or maybe this really cool pink, and you need to get it really close to each other. I think I can put the pink on the middle, something like this. It's really hard to get the right amount. It needs to be really small things. So after messing a little bit with this, when you find what you like, you can just call it good. but there's still one thing left. So I'm just going to keep like this. And if you want, a really cool thing to do is to change the hue, so you can get different ideas. Something that I think I'm going to do is come right here to the end, delete this blue one. Oh, not this one, the blue one. Oh, sorry. And on the pink, I'm going to bring a little bit back and then change the colors to a red, because then the hue will be everything. So change to a really cool red. You can hide it, like put less stuff. And if you want to grow, like on the regional one, you can come here to value and bring it up to, I don't know, 3 maybe. And remember, you can still mess around with this if you're getting too much light. And you can put a lot of other things like length, intercept, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff, but you will need to change all the settings for that. So the hue now you can change to any color, like a blue or maybe purple one, I don't know. And the saturation, I like to keep it at 2, and that's the light. So now if you want, you can press Ctrl J, and then you can plug this one into what you need. So I can plug it into the hue and another one into the value. And then if I press tab, now I have a node group, and it's really easy now to change everything. So you already have all the access right here. And if you want to go back, you can press tab or press on this little button. So now if we go to cycles, maybe it will be too much light, so we can just come here and change the value down until you like it. And the hue, I think I'm putting another one, but yeah, this doesn't matter anymore. So we can still do more stuff, like but more hairs. And what I think a good thing to do when you put more hairs, you come up to the hair shape and put a really thin one. So something like this. But then because we're using the thickness, we need to bring the value up. Yeah, so now if we get out, that's how you make this really cool hair. If you want for the background, you can just bring this back and scale up. And for the material on this one, I'm going to bring it up black and put metallic up, so I can get a really cool shape. Not shape, but you understand. And then if you want to add lights to get more effects, and if you want, you can add an HDRI, and I'll link a tutorial to that in my description. So now that we have an HDRI, we can still get more lights. And yeah, that's how you do this really cool hair stuff. And remember, to get different renders, you can change the color, the hue, and most importantly, the turbulence. If you grab it, you see I will get a different shape already. I'll go to object view. As you can see, you can get a lot of different stuff just by moving this around. This one's really cool. Okay, so now that we have this, you can even add something. If you look like mine, you can add like an object right here, maybe a monkey monkey head. Press Ctrl 2, scale down, and right here, I don't know, it looks really cool. You can scale down and put whatever material you want on it. And yeah, that's it. That's how you do this really cool hair. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you guys in the next video.